we all have to acknowledge the fact that our industry is a team sport. So though you're the best stakeholder on a project, if other stakeholders that you're working with can't carry their weight, the project's going to go sideways. You all have told us for years that the answer is simple, that there's a direct correlation between how connected and aligned project teams are to their outcome of success. So you gave us the answer, and I want to tell you that today, the most important thing for you to take away is knowing that our mission has been and always will be to connect everybody in construction on a global platform. So I'm going to give you 3 big announcements today. Yeah, they let me do 3. Everyone else is going to do the other fun stuff. But I want to start by saying, for those of you who know Procore, we got our start working in the general contractors world. General contractors, as you know, are the hub of the spoken model system of information flow. And we worked there for years. And we had the opportunity several years ago to start exploring what it would be like to work for subcontractors and provide solutions for subcontractors and trade contractors. We released earlier this year Procore for Subcontractors. Tremendous success, but we weren't done, and we have to connect everybody, as our mission states, on a global platform. So we've chosen next to bring owners into the fold as we continue on this mission to connect everybody on a global platform. That's why I'm very, very excited, personally excited today to announce Procore for Owners. Let's do this, you guys. This is huge. We now connect owners, general contractors, and trade contractors on one platform. And now these owners, GCs, and subs are no longer working in the silos that I talked about before. We are on the precipice of breaking free the friction that's keeping us from being a highly efficient market. But the question is, what do we do now that we're all connected, sharing data, managing our complex workflows across our accounts? What do we do with all this data? So today's second big announcement is Procore Analytics. This is really cool. This is going to give the industry, all of you, the ability to analyze large sets of data on our platform. It's going to give you the tools that you need to predict outcomes. And it's going to allow you and the people that you work with to make better decisions and for you to run better businesses. We're going to, as I mentioned, there's going to be a lot more announcements coming. We're going to speak a little bit more about this later in the keynote. But for now, I want to remind you that it's not only about the products that Procore builds, it's not only about the features that we release, it's about our partner ecosystem. We have a global partner ecosystem that frankly rivals, that nobody can rival. We have a massive group of folks behind us. We've never been doing this alone, and it's the credit to these people that they're due for what they're doing for Procore. To date, we have over 170 partners building on our platform solutions to make your businesses run better. And they're building it on Procore's open API. So I had the chance to see the coolest part about Groundbreak. I got a tour of the Partner Pavilion and the Innovation Labs, which is arguably the crown jewels of Groundbreak. We have outdone ourselves this year. We have more partners here building more innovative product. They're just ready to blow your mind. And our Innovation Lab too, I'm just excited. I'll be seeing you all up there. But our work doesn't stop there. Connecting an industry requires more than a platform. It requires partnership. And that's why I'm so proud about Procore's Giving arm. So many years ago, we founded Procore.org. And the mission of Procore.org is to elevate the lives of everybody in construction. It's something I'm very proud of. And we've been applying a particular focus on a pain point that you all feel every day, the skills gap. Trying to figure out how to bring people into our industry, qualified professionals, because it's such a tight labor market. To date, Procore has offered and is running our software in over 550 universities, nonprofit, and trade organizations, and we do this for free. Essentially what we're doing is we are training the future workforce on our platform for our industry, and I'm very proud. The second thing that we did was about 2.5 years ago, we realized that our industry, more than most, has a need for continuing education. And we saw that people had to shell out hard-earned dollars to do their continuing education for whichever trade they were in. And we thought, if there's one thing Procore knows how to do, it's apply technology to a problem. And so we did that. We provided a continuing education platform. To date, we have over 100 courses available online. And what's so cool is in the last 2.5 years, we've had over 23,000 course completions. This is something we give out to the industry. People no longer have to shell out hard-earned dollars. The other thing I want to say about you all is I do know the one thing about our industry that is so amazing is how much you all love to give back. We have so many people doing so many great things in our industry that go far beyond the walls of Procore.org. Tomorrow you're going to hear from Jake Wood, the CEO and founder of Team Rubicon. I encourage you heavily to not miss that. What Jake is doing and Team Rubicon's doing to provide a sense of comfort and rebuilding for disaster relief victims, it's just truly inspiring, and I encourage you to do this and to hear what he has to talk about. So I began my conversation, this whole keynote today, about Procore's mission to connect and create a community. And so my third announcement is around that. We are today announcing the ability for you all to connect 365 days a year in a forum called Procore Community. Yeah, this is cool. I'm a little ashamed we didn't do this a few years ago because we should have, but we were a little busy. But you guys were doing it on your own. It didn't matter if when you come to Groundbreak, this ability for you guys to stand up and connect with one another and talk about intentions, that's what we're talking about, is connecting people together. But it didn't matter if it was a woman in construction event that we were hosting where you would come and you would create these informal networks, or if it was one of our innovation labs or one of our meetups in your local community. You all have been connecting as a community for years. And this is just the formalization and the ability to take those conversations live all year long. The entire year. So your team members can go in and ask questions and share best practices, and it's really going to allow you to broaden the scope of the ability to talk to the community and to talk to Procore. I think it's super exciting. So I want you guys to remember that Groundbreak is a celebration of you, the entire industry. And I want you to know that Groundbreak has some missions, but the first one I want you to remind you to do is have some fun, connect, learn, and innovate.